I said this one is what summer should taste like. But it's no excuses. That was my experience that I had there, and it was really, really disappointing. We are gonna reveal the best chai in all of Atlanta. Hey y'all, come on in. So I'm actually so excited about this video, but I'm having like a bittersweet moment. I tried to record a TikTok, which is like a shorter version of what you guys are about to watch now, and I spent like 7 minutes recording it, and then none of it saved. And so I don't know whether to laugh or cry, because I spent so much time like hyping myself up, like make a TikTok about it, you know, promote this video, just for it to delete itself. I'm going to delete mine. That's okay, because we are not TikTokers, we are YouTubers. So let's get this YouTube video started. Happy Vlogmas Day 4, and I am so excited to get this video started with you guys. It is something that I'm very passionate about, and I really want to share it with my friends, which is you guys. So let's get started. You always hear about Spotify Wrapped and then Dating Wrapped, but I am here to bring you something else. This is a curation of 4.5 years worth of work. If you are a cafe person and you do plan on coming to the city of Atlanta, Georgia, don't let all of the social media influence you and tell you, oh my gosh, go to this cafe, go to this cafe. Let this video be the video that tells you which cafe is worth it and which cafe is not. I went to a total of 36 cafes in the 4.5 years that I've been here in Atlanta, Georgia. Now yes, I have 31 of those cafes here in Atlanta, so we are only going to be focusing on those. Sorry, I'm moving as fast as I was on the TikTok. Let me explain a little bit more. Now yes, I have 36 cafes in Atlanta, or 31 cafes in Atlanta, but I also have 2 in Alachua, Florida, 1 in Athens, Florida, 1 in Seattle, Washington, and 1 in Denver, Colorado. So yes, I have a lot of cafes that I've gone to, but we are only going to be focusing on the ones in Atlanta, Georgia, the 31 cafes that made it to the list. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Brianna, what is your credibility? Why should we believe you? Who gives you the right to judge? I know ball, and I may have a slight problem/addiction, but therefore my ratings are just as important as Michelin stars. I am very critical of my chais, so not that many get a perfect score. Actually, I don't think any of them have a full perfect score. Some get close, and so they get very high awards and very high ratings. However, I have done this for years. Every time I go to a new restaurant, my criteria, my palate, some would say I'm a connoisseur, it changes, right? And so this list is a curation of how I felt when I first tried those chais in the very beginning of my freshman year, and now. We're actually gonna get to a couple of awards. So the first one is the most overhyped award, and I'm gonna have to give that one to Cafe Kama. I was really disappointed because when I first got to Atlanta and I wanted to try chais and cafes, Cafe Kama has very good marketing. However, their drinks are mostly milk. I don't know if it's a recipe or a ratio or just the barista that was being trained that day. It was as if they didn't know what chai was supposed to taste like. It was like I was having chai with my milk as opposed to milk with my chai. It wasn't that good, so therefore I gave it a 3 out of 10 because the little chai that was in there had a good flavor. The little chai that was in there had a good flavor. I ordered 1 cold chai latte with whole milk. The next award is the most revisited award, and for that one, of course, I am going to have to give it to Coffee Man. I went to this cafe so many freaking times, and I think it's because of the vibe of the cafe, or maybe it's like the baristas that work there. I have like a really strong connection to the baristas that work there. It was really just calm. I really liked Coffee Man, so I kept going. The first time I went, I gave their chai a 4.5 out of 10. But I'm not gonna lie, it tasted intentional. Listen. Okay, so if a chai isn't my cup of tea, I feel like I usually rate it bad. But if it tastes like you meant to make it taste like that, then I have a little bit more grace towards it. And so I went back a second time just to see, and sure enough, it tasted the exact same, which boosted up their rating to 5.5 out of 10. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of it at the time, but it might have been what I ordered. I ordered a 12-ounce iced chai with macadamia, vanilla, and brown sugar cinnamon, and now I order something a little bit different. Now I order, I think, a 16-ounce iced chai with vanilla and a sugar cookie cold foam. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, don't I? The next award goes to Best Vibes. To this cafe, I definitely have to give it to Plants and Coffee. Now for this one, I didn't just give you a picture of my hand, but instead I gave you a picture of the actual cafe, because as you can see, it has like plants in the cafe. It was so freaking cute. The entire vibe was just them selling plants, and they happened to have coffee there too, or chai. In my notes, I said this one is what summer should taste like. So of course, it gets a high rating of 8 out of 10. Wait. Yes, 8 out of 10. And it was pretty decently priced at $6 and some change, which is exactly what my chai costs at Coffee Man as well. This one I ordered a simple iced chai with vanilla and honey. This next award is Best Presentation, and that one goes to Flying Biscuit. Flying Biscuit! Like, you know, like, Flying Biscuit. You just say it when you're like really angry, you just be like, when would you say it? It would be like, you stub your toe and you'd be like, Flying Biscuit! You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you're probably thinking to yourself, wait, you're probably thinking to yourself, Brianna, how the heck did this one get a really high rating of a 5 out of 10 is not actually a high rating. You're looking at this one, it gets Best Presentation, but it looks like it's majority milk. I thought the exact same thing, but when I tried it, it wasn't. So I don't know how they did it. Maybe it's a chai concentrate and it's really, really strong, but the chai flavor was pretty good. Now, it wasn't the best chai I've ever had. Now, of course, this isn't a cafe, so they don't specialize in this. It's just a simple restaurant. But I did enjoy their presentation, especially with the cinnamon on top. For this, I just ordered a simple iced chai. This next one gets the You Tried It award, and I don't know if I should call this one award because you tried it. You tried to serve me a cup of milk, a cup of flavored milk, and flavored is generous. This is just milk. It's just a cup of milk. I spent all of my money, all of my $4 and some change to get milk and ice. Come on now. I think this one's pronounced Buteco Coffee and Bar, but I was not a fan. For this one, I just ordered one iced vanilla chai with whole milk. And this award has a double whammy. You Tried It Part 2. For this one, we're gonna have to give it to Coastal Coffee. It was so bad that I didn't even take a picture. It's just milk with a grainy texture, which I think might have been the cinnamon on top, which is why I stopped getting cinnamon on top of my drinks. I think it was specifically because of this restaurant. Coffee Man did restore my hope of cinnamon on top of drinks, but genuinely that grainy texture was so overbearing that this drink had to get a 1 out of 10. And it was like $7 and some change. This one was a medium iced chai with 2% milk. On a more positive note, we're gonna move it to the Give It a Chance award. Give it a chance, I beg you. Now you're probably thinking, Brianna, why do you have to ask me to give it a chance? If you say it's good, I'll probably try it. No. You're probably not considering the fact that this one takes place in the Georgia World Congress Center. Yes, they have a cafe in the Georgia World Congress Center, and the way that they make it is with actual tea bags. It's not a chai concentrate, it's not a chai syrup, it is genuinely a chai tea bag. And I loved it. I ordered one iced chai. Now this next award is a Hear Me Out award. Okay, it's not like a Give It a Chance award. It's a award where you would have to be in a specific space at a specific time in order to get this drink. However, it deserved this award. Caribou Coffee, but specifically in the D terminal of the Atlanta airport. If you are ever traveling, you ever find yourself in a D terminal, or if you have a layover and you want a good chai, oh my goodness. I got a classic chai with vanilla for a crazy upcharge of $8 and some change for 7.5 out of 10 stars. To more general awards, we definitely want to look at the best cafe. The #1 best cafe that I have is actually tied for 2 cafes. The first one would definitely have to be Bellwood Coffee. Now for this one, the chai itself got a 7 out of 10, which is really, really high, but it's not too memorable. It tasted good in the moment, but I didn't go back there over and over and over again. However, if I need a vibe, if I'm trying to study, if I'm trying to get like speakeasy kind of like chill vibes, definitely going to Bellwood Coffee, especially on a Wednesday night because they have live music playing. It's like hearing jazz, but it's right there. It's not like hearing jazz and it's right there. You're hearing jazz because it's right there. For here, I got an iced chai with their breakfast blend syrup and honey with half and half milk. Here's proof of this beautiful cafe because this is me editing this slideshow right here while sitting here during their Christmas time decorations. It is so freaking beautiful, guys. But Best Cafe does not just get one award. We have 2 restaurants here, and I'm definitely gonna have to give this next one to Coffee Man. The vibes here are so chill. I talked about it earlier, and honestly, I didn't get a video of me working in there, but I do have this picture of my most recent chai order. It's an iced chai with the vanilla and the sugar cookie cold foam, and as you can see, I gave cinnamon another chance. Cinnamon? I'm allergic to cinnamon.
Eggs and cinnamon.
Cinnamon? Cinnamon? I'm allergic to cinnamon.
The Christmas decorations are just perfect. The music is always a vibe no matter what they have playing, and it changes all the time. And I just love the staff there, like I said before, but the vibes there are so good that I decided to work there. So when I said I love the baristas there, I love me. No, I'm just kidding. I love everybody who works there. My staff is like so amazing. My manager's so awesome. The founders work there while we're working there. It's so freaking beautiful. Sorry guys, the sun is setting and my lighting is getting so much worse. Hold on. Oh my goodness, you guys can see me again. Sorry, there's a little bit of a glare, but you know, such is life. For this next part, we're gonna have to get a little bit sad. 3 heartbreak moments of my chai experience. Number 1, being at a whopping score of 1 out of 10. St. Germain's. How dare you all have the most beautiful establishment, the most elegant name, and then give me a cup of milk. A cup of milk and ice. Like that was literally all you served me. Now, yes, I understand it might have been the barista at the time, but it's no excuses. That was my experience that I had there, and it was really, really disappointing. It was heartbreaking. Number 2, we have Perk Coffee. Now, I do have to go back and re-rate this one because the time that I got Perk Coffee for the first time, which is the only time I've gone, it was my first time trying oat milk. And if you're moving from almond milk to oat milk, you do understand that oat milk is not as sweet. And like I said earlier, I like sweet chais. So this one got a lower score than I think they should have gotten now that I'm used to oat milk. So I think I'm going to circle back and re-rate them. Right now they have a 4 out of 10, so that means that the chai itself was probably really good. Actually, I wrote a note about it. Hold on, let me see what I said. Actually, no, just for that one, I said that the oat milk flavor drowns out the chai. So maybe it would have been the oat milk that was the problem, or maybe it's the brand that they have. But at the time, I was very, very new to oat milk. So Perk Coffee, don't take this one personally. I'm going to come back. I love your shop. Very cutesy, very study oriented, and very fun and very bright. So I will be coming back, but it was very heartbreaking to have my first experience with oat milk to be at a place that I had such high hopes for. And finally, Muse at Spelman. If you attend Spelman College or anywhere in the AUC, you know that Spelman just opened up a new cafe. I would not recommend the chai at all. On here I have a 3 out of 10. I probably did take a picture because it was Spelman, but I didn't save it. And my note was, it's kind of mid. Come on, Spelman. Number 1 HBCU. You need to have a number 1 chai. Do better. The opposite of heartbreak moments are heartfelt moments. So these are 3 times when I was thoroughly surprised that the chai was just this good. Number 1, Hurrahs. It is a new cafe that's opened up in Midtown Atlanta. You guys know where the Publix is in Midtown? It's right across from it. You guys know where Insomnia Cookies is? Right there. You guys know where Taco Bell is? It's right there. You guys know where the hub is? It's right for that one. That was the most authentic chai I had ever had in my entire life. Now, yes, I did rate it a bit lower because I do prefer sweeter chais, but that one was so rich and so good that I had to put it on heartfelt moments, even though it didn't get enough Michelin stars. Sorry, my stars. Hurrahs got a 5 out of 10 for me. The next one, I put a note that it was very, very random, but the Starbucks at Barnes & Noble's in Cumberland, Georgia got a 7.5 out of 10, and that was the first time I had sat down and was like, wow, this is really good. This is so good. It was one of the first times I had ever done that during my list making. I think it's at the top. I think this one is actually cafe number 3 or 4 on my list. So this one was brand spanking new, freshman year. And finally, at a 7 out of 10, we've got Rosie's Cafe, simply because I never have a bad time when I'm drinking chai at Rosie's Cafe. It's always a positive memory. I don't ever feel like I'm just drinking chai, you know? It is a cafe. I would say it's more of a restaurant than a cafe, but it's such good vibes. It's such good vibes. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, you knew where we were headed. The best chai in all of Atlanta. Hello? The camera did not want you to know what the best chai is. Hi. we are gonna reveal the best chai in all of Atlanta. And this one goes to, drum roll please, Java Lords of Little 5 Points. This one right here got the best award simply because, actually no, not simply because, it was a bunch of reasons, but the main one, this was only $3 and some change, y'all. $3 and some change. And on top of that, it tasted so good. It's a small little corner shop, and it's like, I don't know how many workers they have, but it's this old white guy that works there. And I walked in and he was so happy. He was so like glad that I was walking in, because there is a bigger cafe nearby, so I'm sure people skip this one all the time. It's connected to the theater, and as soon as you walk in, it's just like, it's like graffiti, it's like stickers on the wall, it's playbooks from the theater right next door, and I ordered a iced vanilla chai with toffee in it, and oh my goodness, this is the best chai I've ever had in my entire life. So this one got a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 out of 10, because nothing's perfect. When I taste a perfect chai, I will let you all know. But this right here, this one came pretty close. What have I learned in these 4.5 years of jumping around cafes and trying different chais and wasting my money on cups of milk? Well, number one, the barista matters. No matter where you go, no matter what time of day it is, no matter which cafe it is, who you have working will determine what your chai tastes like. So if you want to become a regular at a cafe, they will then begin to know how you like your chai. Since I've become a barista at Coffee Man, there are a lot of people when they come in, they order something, but I know that they mean something else. So there's this lady who comes in and she asks for brown sugar, cinnamon, and vanilla in her, I think it's like an iced latte. And every time she makes it, I make it according to the order. But what my coworkers who have been there longer had to tell me is like, no, she wants it half sweet and then do a splash of this in it, even though she orders it differently than how she says. So which barista you have matters, because I was new and I was making her drinks wrong. However, if you had my coworker, if she were to come in and order with her, it would have been made perfectly. Number two, most cafes specialize in coffee and not chai or tea or anything like that. Matcha is a trend right now, so a lot of cafes are diving into that trend. I like matcha, but I like it sweeter, so I don't think I can fully say I'm a matcha girly, because I'd be throwing all types of syrups in there. So understand that cafes specialize in coffee and whatever is currently trending. I need to know what I'm talking about. Do your research beforehand. Know what you like. Which brings me to my next two things that I learned. One, be critical. I'm not gonna lie, today, y'all, someone sent back their drink. It was a London Fog, and they gave it to me and they were like, you didn't make this right. Literally, like, this was not made correctly. Not, I don't like this, or could you possibly add, you did not make this correctly. Sorry, sir, I will do it again. You need to go in with that same amount of energy. Know what you like, know what you don't like, and if you don't know what you like and don't like, experiment until you do. And when you do, be critical. Number two, of knowing what you like. Understand if you like spiced chai or sweet chai. There's a difference. And I did not understand that when I first started this list back in freshman year, so I just thought spiced chai was what all chai was, and I expected it to taste sweet. So when someone asked me, do you want vanilla chai or do you want spiced chai, I would say I want spiced chai, because I remember chai being a spiced tea. I like more authentic flavors, which is why Haraz was such a heartfelt moment for me. But the Georgia World Congress Center making their tea from the bag and then adding syrups to it genuinely made it more of a immersive experience, because I could taste the spice and I could taste the sweet. And finally, last but not least, make it at home, because you in fact make it better. I have my own recipe here at home that I love making for myself, and honestly, if I'm being for real, like, that one's a 10 out of 10. I can make a good chai. I should show you guys that recipe. If you guys want to know about that recipe, please comment down below and I will definitely give it to you guys. Also, like I said, I reviewed 31 different cafes here in Atlanta. If I did not mention a restaurant that you've heard about, trust and believe, I've probably been there. If you want to know more about it, please comment down below. And of course, finally, what is the conclusion? I am still very critical and still very addicted, and this will not stop, even when I move from Atlanta, Georgia. That concludes my chai wrapped, and I am so glad that I got to share this with you guys. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and comment down below a bubble tea emoji. Ooh, or should we do a latte? If you like hot drinks, comment down below this teacup. If you like cold drinks, comment down below this emoji right here. I look forward to continuing this discussion with you guys and continuing this list wherever I decide to go. Maybe each city can get a chai wrap, so every time I move, you guys can best believe that I will have one of these, which will be a lot considering that I am joining the Air Force. I am commissioning tomorrow, so stay tuned, please, for that vlog. I am really excited. Okay, I already said bye. I love you guys. Bye.